Dumelang bakgaitsho, I'm Tebogo Ditinti, and I wrote a book titled Remember November, and it is currently available directly from me. And I am going to do a series about the book, just unpacking a number of themes that I have addressed in the book. The reason I am doing this is people who have already bought the book, people who have already read the book are asking quite a number of interesting questions. So I'm going to do this series because I want to umbrella respond to a lot of those questions and just to save it for later as well, and for myself because I want to remember the things that I'm saying by recording them and putting them here to serve as a reminder to myself. Because if there's one thing that I've realized is that our memories are not guaranteed to last forever. And I say this because I know that I have lost some memories and I've been struggling to get them back. And it has been quite a journey. And I'm grateful for this opportunity to be able to sit here and do this. So, the first chapter of the book is titled December. And in December, I talk about, well, throughout the book, I talk about myself and my experiences, the things that I've gone through, the things that I've seen other people go through, the things that have influenced my decisions, and some of the reasons why I ended up where I ended up, and some of the reasons why I am here today. And one of the main reason why I wanted to write the book the way that I wrote it, especially, and the things that I shared oversharer over here, is because I wanted to correct the narrative. There was a lot of misinformation about my story, and I wanted to correct the narrative. I wanted to write the truth as I know it. And I wanted to tell my story as accurately as possible. And I wanted for my son, when he comes of age, to have something to refer to and to know the type of woman who his mother was, and to explain to him in a way the decisions that I made. And that is half the reasons why I wrote the book. So in December, I write about my experience because I was born in December and so was my son. Actually, we share um, the date. We were both. I gave birth to my son on my birthday. Yeah, one of my most favorite thing about being a mom is sharing a birthday with my son. And I speak about my experience with my son's father. Well, my son's father, and the decisions that I made with that relationship and how it came to be. One of the themes that I cover in the first chapter is, well, not, let me put it this way. What I have learned writing December is that you can't give someone something that they don't want, even if it's a baby. And you can't make someone do something that you want to happen just because you want it to happen without their consent, even. And you can't decide the type of role you are going to play in someone's life without their say so. You can't choose someone who's not choosing you. And for any type of relationship to work, you both have to decide that you are both in this together and you are both going to choose each other every day. If one person has one foot out the door, it's not going to work. Another thing that I've learned is that where people are concerned, you don't decide what it is that you get to do in their lives. They get to decide that. Your position in someone's life is not decided by you. And I think one of the biggest mistakes that we people make is assume our importance in people's lives. And we should not do that, because we will always end up disappointed. And the reason why I believe, on a personal note, that a lot of relationships don't work is because a lot of things don't align. If you look at the odds of a baby being made, are very similar to the odds of a relationship working. It is very rare that you find two people who agree on everything, who have the same goals, who have the same visions, whose dreams for their lives fit in together. It is very rare, and that's why you find that a lot of relationships start off well, but as time goes by, then they fall apart, because as time goes by, people grow into their own. And if you grow into your own and you are with a partner that is either not growing, or growing at a slower pace, or growing at a rapid pace, then you miss each other along the way, then it's not going to work. It is very rare that you find two people who become interested in the same things, who invest in each other equally. When it's one person, when it's one person's turn to succeed, the other person supports them, and vice versa. It is very rare when you meet two people who don't compete with each other in a relationship, and those are the odds that I'm talking about. Like, you will find healthy individuals who try to make a baby, but they don't succeed. It's because something is just not aligning. There has to be a click, I'll click. There has to be an I'll click somewhere, and same applies with relationships. Any kind of a relationship, whether it's a love affair, or a friendship, or a siblingship, or a colleagueship, any kind of relationship, for two people to grow together and to grow into themselves with each other to happen, there has to there has to be alignment. And it's something that we lack quite a lot. And in Remember November, in the first chapter, December, I that is one of the theme that I speak about the most. There is a lot of misalignment, and a lot of it, because I'm very self-aware, I know that a lot of it I caused, and I know that a lot of it I brought onto myself, and I know that a lot of it was because um I was not honest with myself. I was not honest about my identity. I had an identity crisis. I didn't know who I was, or where what I was supposed to do, or where I belonged, and I didn't even know what I wanted. I didn't know who I was, pretty much. Basically, that's it. And therefore, everything I did for all the wrong reasons. And I ended up hurting a lot of people along the way. And if you have read um, that chapter, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you have not read it yet, you are yet to read it. You will understand what I'm talking about. And if you don't have your copy yet, you can still get it. It's available directly from me. That is part one of the Remember November series that I'm just starting out. So please come with me and be gentle with me. And I would love to hear from you.